I'm Paul Armstrong, and I'm the photographer at Musicport. It was about 3 years ago, and I was having a chat to Simon, and he asked me if I'd like to come along and photograph it. I've lived in Whitby for many, many years, but I hadn't been to Musicport, and it was really my first introduction to the festival. And since then, I've been here each year, and absolutely love photographing the place. It has a wonderful feeling of togetherness because it's in a relatively compact space. So everybody's there. It's not really spread out. And it's just has such a beautiful vibe. Particularly the lighting on an evening, it just has a lovely coziness to it. But such a wide variety of interesting acts. As a live photographer, I do a lot of theatre and dance photography. It can be extremely challenging, but once you get used to the sort of lighting that's used at Musicport, it really is fabulous. The colours are so vibrant, and there's a real richness to the appearance of the stage, and also the guys doing the lighting were fantastic at changing the mood from one act to the other. So each act had a very, very distinctive series of looks. One in particular was it was Justin Adams last year, and I been to photograph the first part of his set. I then went back into the old theatre, and then I came back to the main stage, and I saw this beautiful purple light, and I thought, right, oh my goodness, I've got to get photographs from that. And I got some of my nicest photographs of the day from that performance. So when I'm photographing events at Musicport across the different stages, and there are some very, very distinct vibes for each one. The main stage has such a wide range of colourful lighting. It's which is constantly changing, incredibly vibrant colours across a much larger space. When we move on to the theatre, it's very different. It's a sort of a different lighting scheme. I'm generally working from the aisles or either on the ground floor in stalls or the aisles in the balcony area. And so I'm much more restricted from where I can, the way that I can photograph. And you see much more of a warm light in there, so it's like cozier atmosphere, but more like a typical traditional theatre in many ways, and especially the curtains and those sorts of features. And then when you move downstairs to the stage there, it's very different. It's a lot darker. You've got a lot of banners hanging down there, which can provide a really nice focus for some images. But the images, or at least the lighting, it's much dimmer. So I've got to adjust my camera settings accordingly. But it's more of a club type atmosphere in there. So you tend to get particularly a lot of dancing, and it's quite an intimate place to play. It introduces so many people to different styles of music that they haven't necessarily been introduced to in the past. As a musician myself, I play around Whitby quite regularly and around the area. And over the years, I've played many, many styles of music. However, when I come to Musicport, every single time, there seems to be lots and lots of completely new styles to me, and it opens up my mind as a musician. I absolutely loved the performance by Maya Youssef in 2023. The music was absolutely magical, and the lighting on the main stage and the atmosphere in that room really took you away somewhere else. It was absolutely beautiful. Needless to say, I bought the CD afterwards. It's great to see so many acts from different countries, different cultures, and so on, coming together and in this very inclusive atmosphere, which is so. I think it's really, really important for the town to see that, and it is great to see so many people having such a great time. I'm the bassist in Skandals. We're a ska band, and we played at Musicport 2024. And it was an absolutely wonderful experience and probably one of our most memorable gigs. And we've played hundreds of gigs over the years, but this one was certainly really special. And it was lovely getting onto such a onto the stage in front of such a large audience, packed front to back, and everyone dancing and singing away. And as a ska band, we tend to do a lot of covers of the well-known classics. However, for Musicport, we tailored the set to cover a lot of our originals, and it was lovely to see those go down so well. And I think the Musicport audience in that way is open to such a variety of music that to them might be quite unfamiliar, and they will enjoy it, they'll sing and dance to it, they'll really, really appreciate the music. And it was from a point of view of a performer on stage, seeing so many people enjoying what we do, and it was wonderful. A special shout out to Tom, who did the sound for us. The sound was absolutely outstanding. It was so clear. And for as a musician on stage, what was coming back to us just sounded amazing. And that helped the performance so well. I think it'd be great to see it growing further throughout the town. I know last year there were events also at Whitby Brewery, but it would be nice to see it across further venues in the town, so that maybe the casual visitor would see some of the acts that are going on. There are a number of venues in the town, and increasingly so as well, which I think Musicport could make really, really good use of. I love those moments when you see the stage crews let loose a little bit and relax, particularly towards the end of the Sunday. Rob and Sean are absolutely great guys who work on the main stage. I've got some lovely photos of those two dancing away, and seeing everyone enjoying the music.